Now, Kingsford Bagman, our father, and members of Parliament and the Parliamentary Service, I'm extremely grateful. Mr. Speaker, indeed, Aban Papaba. Mr. Speaker, Aban Papaba. No wonder my brother Kwame and his team had to flee the chamber. I salute Mr. Speaker. I thank you.
Hi guys and welcome back to the Ato Show. It's weekend, we are home, you're chilling. But before we get into the numbers, not even the numbers, the important part of the whole budget for me and you, the ordinary Ghanaians, I always tell you we are all about the ordinary Ghanaians. Before you get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video. Tell us, is the government working? We've written down some of the things that they spoke about, things that concern you, things that concern me. Yes, I'm not in Ghana at the moment, but there's a lot of projects that we are undertaking in Ghana that the budget affects me, it affects you, it affects our children, and affects our siblings back at home. My dad is recently in Ghana and he's telling me how wonderful the government is. Before he used to complain, like I was born an MPP member, but hey, boy, if you see what the NDC is doing, there's nothing you can do but just to admire it and say it as it is. So there are a couple of things that we've listed here to speak about from the budget. But before the budget was read, as usual, the New Patriotic Party, the NPP, led by the Minority Chief Whip, Honorable Hon Ato Forsen, staged another walkout.
Violence, Mr. Speaker, is increasingly rearing its ugly head in our fledgling democracy. Mr. Speaker, the recently rerun 19 polling stations at Ablekumanov is truly revealing.
Minority Chief Whip is raising a very serious matter: election violence. I think it's a matter that we should take note of and devote a day to dilate on it. And at the end of the day, take a position, because we need everybody to be on board. It takes away a lot of the shine of our democracy in this country. And so what he's talking about is a serious matter. It's not something for us to just gloss over. But I want to plead with him, because I didn't know the statement was on this subject matter. Because I myself have noted it, and my intention is for us to devote a day and enough time to take this matter through.
Speaker, with respect, I will not on any day defy your authority. Speaker, we have lined up a number of activities to back home our demands, and to the extent that these violence visited are not atoned, we cannot be part of the presentation of the media budget. And to that extent, Speaker, to that extent, we are exiting the parliament and cannot be part of this process.
They had already planned this. The whole poster was set and everything was planned. They came in black. So you know the minority, they are confused. But instead of sticker to sit down and listen to the budget and know the policy that the government, you worked out. And now this is what sticker said.
In the first place, I think they have to present a very truthful picture of what has happened within these 7 months, say half a year. What I mean is that the NDC government hasn't done basically anything. And they are coming. So
they have not done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even if they are even keeping watch of the money. That is something.
No, so you don't take me out of context. Doesn't mean they are doing bad. They haven't finished forming their boards. NDC government hasn't put a peswa in a road fund. And it doesn't mean that they are doing bad. No. They are still at the formative stage. And it's very conventional and regular. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Almost everything that we are enjoying as a result of the economy is carried forward from last quarter 2024.
But instead of him to sit down and look at what the policies that Ato Forsen and this Mahama government is bringing out. They just walk out. Like I always say, you're the people's rep. You're not there for your selfish interest. So sit down and listen to these things. You can learn a thing or two. First things first, policy said that they have implemented aggressive fiscal consolidation to reduce deficit and borrowing. Listen, as every economist will say, fiscal consolidation is the best policy you can implement to reduce waste, to make sure that you're not overspending. So this Mahama already said I'm going to have just 60 MPs, and they're not even vetting the last 4, which means that from per that, just that, there's a reduction in government spending. The little waste that was here, the little waste that was there that they're trying to eradicate is helping the fiscal consolidation fund to grow more money. And we know that the NPP, the previous administration, was overspending because they had a lot of money sitting there. They had borrowed a lot of money that they didn't need. They were using it for things that were not even pertinent to the public. Signing contract that we didn't need, which led to high inflation because we borrowed a lot of money. It was always going on the negative. But this administration have said that they're going to eradicate that, and they've done that. And it's led to the stabilized exchange rate to reduce inflation, which has led to reduce in price of imported goods like fuel, rice, cooking oil. We know Ghana is an imported state. We import a lot of our things from outside of the country. Even we don't want to go there. We import a lot of our things, but because the exchange rate is now stabilized and is reduced, we all know how it was before the previous administration left and where it is now. It has led to, so if we're buying rice for maybe $10 now, because of the exchange rate, the amount of cedis you use to get the $10 has reduced. So it will affect the prices of the things that we import into the country. The Mahama administration also said in their manifesto that they were gonna take off the e-levy, the betting tax that we investors said we didn't want. They also said they were gonna take away the COVID levy. But we've waited and waited, so we start talking about it. When is the COVID levy gonna be eradicated or be removed? But he also said that the COVID levy from now, it will be abolished. Listen, we can't wait for this to happen as well. The money that they COVID-19 was in 2019, 6 years ago, and we're still paying for the levy. Even if they were collecting this money and they were using them for the thing that they promised us they will use it for, we wouldn't have a problem. But they're collecting these monies and they're using it for their own gains. We don't get any. The budget also said that they're going to reduce waste in the economy. Listen, like I said, these fiscal policies that the new administration, the NDC administration is implementing is going to really help. How can you tell me that the payroll audit that they've done, they've got 14,000 ghost names, 14,000 ghost names. They've got 53,311 separated names. And the separated names are the people that have passed away, people that have that are on leave, people that are in pension, people that have lost contract already, but their names are still there. And per this audit that was done, they are going to recover about 150.4 million Ghana cedis. Tell me what this 150.4 million Ghana cedis can do. It can build a chip clinic, chip compound somewhere. It can build a 6 block of school classrooms for children that are studying under trees. So people say that these minor cut here and there is not good. Listen, what did they say? A drop of something make the mind to ocean, something like that. And kakra, it will make sense. We don't need all this waste. A country that, like I said the last time, a country that don't have potable water for its citizens, a country that don't have good roads, a country that don't have good health systems. You can't sit there and be entertaining all these waste. And when we talk about it, they tell us, oh, you save 150 million, so what? Listen, And so it's gonna help. And these monies, when it's being put into the consolidation fund, you know how much we are gonna accumulate over there. And like I said, these are some of the key policies that the finance minister said they've implemented. The Ghana Gold Board. Listen, that initiative is really raking out a lot of money. It's bringing in a lot of money into the economy. There's the critics that say that most of these money that they are accumulating, the gold that they are getting, is from the galamsey that we all want to eradicate. So I think the government needs to look into that. We'll talk about galamsey in a later video, something that the government promised that when they come, they are going to stop galamsey. And they're doing the same thing that the new NPP did, which didn't work. Obviously, we can see it. So we'll talk about galamsey later. But the gold board itself, through the gold board, Ghana have received 51 tons of exported gold, which has yielded $5 billion to the economy. Listen, but before the gold board was formed in, I think this year, April, people were smuggling a lot of these golds through. People would just travel with it. People would go export it out, smuggle it out. But because the gold board was formed, we can see all these things helping bringing some income into the economy, which has helped reduce inflation. Even the opposition parties are talking about it. The inflation has reduced. The numbers are there. I don't even need to. Big push. One of the big things that the policy that the government said they were going to look at is big push. And now, Parliament approved 13.8 billion Ghana cedis for the big push. And the president and the minister of finance said all this money is going to be pushed towards infrastructures, i.e. roads. This time we are going to concentrate on roads. Listen, I came to Ghana and the roads are bad. I drove all the way from Accra to BA, from Accra to Kumasi. I don't need to tell you, Amasaman, they're doing the road. It's stalled, it's slow. You don't have the road from Accra to Kumasi is bad. Kumasi to Sunyai, I'll say 90%, 80% is good. 80% is good. Sunyai to Brekum, 100%. 95% good. Brekum to Drobo, oh my God, to Sampa and them places. Don't go there. Don't. We was driving at 5 miles per hour. 5 miles per hour. All the time. And looking at the list that they said the list of roads that they're gonna work on, I saw it, Jinjini to Sampa, and I was happy. So I'm hoping that the next time we come to Ghana, things will be done. We don't want this to be for the optics, because a lot of parties have spoken about this. We are going to face the road, but they don't. We are hoping that Mr. Ato Forsen and the Minister for Roads, you work on these roads. Give the contract out, but don't just give the contract out. Chase them. Let them do the work as well. They also said that nursing and teacher training allowance has been paid. I told you, this budget is for your pocket. So once it's been paid, you got paid, you can pay your kids' fees, We don't even need to go there. Everyone is happy. But the only thing is, I was speaking to a few of my friends back at home, and they said that NSS, National Service Personnel, their money, they've paid up until May. So it's left with about 2 months. We are hoping that the finance minister and his team, they work on it to make sure that, listen, we're working. We want to work. The youth, we want to work. And I don't always find something to do. But since we're working and we're in this national service helping the country grow, we have to be paid. You can't work and then 2 months you've not been paid. I know the government has done well. They came in, there were some arrears, they covered it up until May. Let's make sure that the 2 months is covered and then it's done. Most importantly, he also said that he gave a list. Rice. These are commodities, that everyday commodities that we use. Rice, cooking oil, nkonkonte flour, iron rods, onion, maize, POP cement, sanitary pad. But why not the actual cement? Cement today is POP cement.
Mr. Speaker, the price of 25 kilogram bag of Royal Aroma rice, which used to be sold at 650 Ghana cedis in January, is now being sold for 356 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, the price of a lonka of sugar, which used to be sold for 50 Ghana cedis in January, is now being sold for 44 Ghana cedis. Right, Honorable Speaker, price of 25-liter of cooking oil, which used to be sold for 980 Ghana cedis in January, is now being sold for 640 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, price of konkonte, 1 sack. Price of konkonte, 1 sack, which used to be sold for 1,200 Ghana cedis in January, is now being sold for 950 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, a ton of iron rods, which used to be sold at 9,400 Ghana cedis in January, is now being sold at 7,500 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, onions. 1 paint bucket, which used to be sold at 120 Ghana cedis in January, is now being sold for 95 Ghana cedis. Right, Honorable Speaker, POP cement, which used to be sold for 115 Ghana cedis in January, is now being sold for 90 Ghana cedis. The Speaker, maize, maize. 1 sack, which used to be sold for 1,600 Ghana cedis in January, is now being sold for 1,450. And Mr. Speaker, the Minister for Agriculture has promised that it will go down even more. Mr. Speaker, the price of Yas sanitary pad, which was 25 Ghana cedis in January, is now going for 15 Ghana cedis. 15 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, palm fruit, 1 olonka, which used to be sold for 40 Ghana cedis, is now being sold for 25 Ghana cedis.
Listen, the government is working. Yeah, government is working, and the opposition are saying that government has not been spending, and the finance minister, as usual, gave a number of spending that they've done. So clearly, things are working. But this is what we call a grace period. You just came in 7 months, so we expect things to work, and we hope and believe that the finance minister and the government are going to make sure that things keep on working as it is working right now. Guys, let me know what you think. Like I said, there was a poll that happened recently that suggested that a lot of Ghanaians are happy with the policies of this new government. Are you happy with the policies of this new government? Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share the video.